Funkel here again behind the camera, and we're back to Mandala. She's now finished with the 10-day course for 3 days, and I'm gonna ask her a couple questions to update you guys on how it was and how she feels about it now. And afterwards I'm also gonna share how I, as her son, feels about it. So, how are you feeling after the 10 days?
I feel really energetic, vibrant, full of energy, and very clear in my head, and more relaxed, more free. So yeah.
Okay, that's nice. Was it hard for you to keep the consistency?
Yeah, it was kind of a challenge to do it here at Pineal, because normally you go somewhere internally and they take all distractions away from you, whether here all distractions are here. So it was more difficult than going somewhere, but still I used it to make my practice stronger. So I feel I managed very well in that, although I couldn't go as deep in the meditation as I can normally go, just because of the distractions. So it worked both ways. I couldn't go as deep, but on the other hand, it made my focus even stronger because it was challenging. And sometimes, for example, the biggest challenge was Kaha and Yeye springing on the trampoline, jumping on the trampoline. It's just nearby, and they had so much fun and there was so much noise. So that was really distracting, and I really had to bring myself back to focus every time, again and again. Yeah, I think that was the biggest challenge, but yeah, it was all good.
Okay, nice. What is the biggest benefit it has brought for you?
So yeah, the biggest benefit is the clear mind. So everything becomes so clear in these 10 days. But really the biggest insight came after the 10 days. So within the 10 days, I had some insights here and there about, lots of stuff. I'm not going to share everything with you. It's going to be too long. But really the biggest insight came after the 10 days. So when my 10 days were finished, I came out and I felt really, really great. And then the day after, something happened which triggered me. And yeah, which really brought up a whole lot of grief and tears, and I was really surprised because I was feeling so good, and then the next day I don't know, something really, really big which I had suppressed and I had no idea of came to the surface. And I strongly believe that it came to the surface just because I had done these 10 days. Because if you be more in the light, the more darker shadows you are still having inside can come to the surface. And that's what happened after the 10 days. And it really has to do with clinging on to my old life, because I left my old life behind, came to Pineal to start a new life, and I was so busy with starting a new life and being here and being happy that I kind of forgot about to grieve over letting go of the old life. So that process I had skipped, and that process came yesterday and the day before yesterday. So but because of the 10-day Vipassana, I was able to just observe my process, go through it, and what really became clear was that I was standing with one foot in this new world and the other foot was still in the old world. And I had no clue that that was the thing which was limiting me and holding me back to fully embrace this new life. And because that became clear, I was able to really make the decision like, okay, I let go of everything, whatever was, all of my old life. I really need to let go to fully step in this new life with 2 feet in the ground. And I feel that's what I did by going through all these emotions. And yeah, that actually became clear yesterday morning, yesterday around noon. And since that became clear and I really was aware of making this decision, I feel amazing. And that's really the biggest benefit, which I'm so grateful for.
Okay. What would your advice be to people who want to do a 10-day course as well?
Wow. My advice would be hang in there. Because really on day 2, on day 4, on day 6, there are really a few days where you feel like giving up and feel like running home and just thinking, oh, that's not for me. Because it's really, yeah, you go through processes and it's at times it's really tough, really hard. But the one thing I can say, hang in there, because it's so beneficial, really. So I would advise it to every person on this planet to at least once in your life do a Vipassana course, to just experience it.
Okay, nice to hear, nice to hear. And for me, as her son, I couldn't talk to her for 10 days, and I really felt that my mom was doing like the meditations and the work, that for me also things on an energetic level were really changing, and like childhood trauma got just dissolved. It was very magical to feel like the things that are not you that is solving it still get solved by like your mom doing the inner work. Yeah, that's how the experience was for me.